Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.
On this special one-hour edition of Minnesota Original, a collection of musical performances recorded in an assortment of spaces. In the TPT studio, on location in familiar venues, and in some unexpected settings as well.
Tell me now, who is your favorite MC? My answer's been the same since '93. I know that.
From cultural rhythms with roots from around the world to pop and funk, it's all here now on Minnesota Original Music Showcase.
Well, it's not like Sunny Monterey and all the Steinbeck books you read, where the homo's not a secret, it's the law, just turns their head. Where we are is close to paradise, so you might not hear us sing. And the Methodists all bring a dish to share with the ashes on their head. And when the sun's in the sky, we'll have our plans outside. Why do you think that I could be so scared of much here anymore. Wait, friends, there was a line. 'Cause I'm scared to death of losing you. To be alone, I'd try. And I know you worry about time and money. Don't you know those things just come and go?
I'd like to welcome a new collaborator to stage, and her name is Mankwe Ndosi. Come on. Girl, oh my gosh, he was. Wow, 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 wow. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He'll be sorry in the morning. He's always tender when you're home. But if I was your man, I'd be more than just a cure for being alone. You say you see some good in him. You can't explain.
Oh, girl, I don't know.
And he's somehow better than the way that he behaves. But the fact is that in practice, his love grinds you to the bone. And you're wrapped around the axle now, afraid to let the whole thing go. 'Cause you can't drain the sea and stay afloat. You can't take the night and leave the road.
You say you'll stay for love. Gonna make your love enough. You keep the holes plugged. Keep your mouth shut. But your bow back brave to the illusions fall. Reaching for the pieces you tore off when you left off. 'Cause the fact is that in practice love cuts you to the bone. And when you look down, the hand around the switchblade is your own.
You can't drain the sea and stay afloat. You can't take the night and leave the road. And we've all loved liars,
Yes, we have.
but most have learned those who play with fire spend their whole lives icing burn.
I feel like it's the sweetest taboo. It sticks with you like your worst tattoo. I never lie to do all this for you. For you, like I done had nothing better to do. It's a game I used to like more, stand at the shows and pray for an encore in the line the next night. For those with more bounce, quicker than a box of condoms in a house. Yeah, but this is something else, man. It really ain't rap. Giving a name with tact like the Patriot Act. Television made you want it, radio made you hate it. YouTube made it the latest and the greatest, and now I'm motivated like your favorite rapper. Except getting paper ain't the that matters. This is a play and I'm the lead actor. But now I keep up my lines. No label wants a real backpack of your depth, and if they do, then there ain't a factor. I remember when the head was ahead and color lines were blurred, cause we were all Ray Charles blind. But eyes open so we're all aware. Push through it like a brush in my hair. If we're all going out in some big flare, then put on the pounds like you just don't care. Because I push back, 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 I push back. Remember back in the days, your favorite Wu joint? Think about it for a second while I bring up 2 points. You didn't have to know to dance, you just dance to dance, so move your hands. And you didn't have to claim you was a dealer to rap before the TV show. The Fresh Prince proved that. And maybe I missed the point, so I ain't making it. I should just be taking it. Get money, money. Wear a white tee that's like 6 sizes funny. Drive a car that makes the whole hood wanna gun me. Nah, too late. You wonder what I would be smoking in. I like my shoes a little broken in. Hey, I'm sorry if I dress like a hipster and listen to justice, but that's just justice. No shame in my game. I'm in too far to come out now without some substance. And I push back, 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 I push back. I do the pushing, pushing, pushing. And I'm glad to say that I ain't been pushed away. No, I ain't been pushed away, cause I do the pushing, pushing, pushing. Hey, tell me now, who is your favorite MC? My answer's been the same since '93. I know that's gonna resonate with some of y'all, but not all, and that's okay, so just follow the ball. Some rappers caught up in media hype, all the rest caught up in these regional fights, and these are the cats you wanna see on the mic. Where's that leave room for me in your life? And I'm glad to say that I ain't been pushed away. No, I ain't been pushed away, cause I do the pushing, the pushing. And I'm glad to say that I ain't been pushed away. No, I ain't been pushed away, cause I do the pushing, pushing, pushing. And I push back, 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 and I push back, 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 I push back.
The way that songs usually start for me is musical thought, like chords or a rhythmic idea. And then I just quickly run to a piano or a guitar and play that idea. You love me. The next thing that happens is often maybe a few lines of lyrics, like 4 lines of lyrics. You want me when it's easy to do. So at this point, I'm looking for another piece for the song, another section or another idea, and so that's, and to do that, I probably need to switch to a different instrument than I originally wrote it on because it's too easy and familiar. But going to the guitar kind of helps because it's harder to play. So says me. And I kind of translate into guitar language. And then I had those new lyrics there on the sheet. So I've been keeping it convenient for you to keep close to me.
I think one of the things I liked about folk music was that it could be about anything. Any part of a life could be in the music. It could be personal, it could be social, it could be political, it can be any part of being human.
Bob, are you rolling? Okay. Anytime, John.
I hope that what I do is folk music. And what I mean by folk music, I want the music and the songs to find a helpful place in people's lives so that it's more than entertainment.
We're good.
This is a song called Blue Chalk, And it was inspired by some friends of mine who I'd lost touch with, and I heard rumors about them. And the rumors indicated that they were in trouble with substances, both legal and illegal. So I wrote this song in that state of mind. So I wonder how she's doing. I hate it when the rumors fly. They give off such a strange sense of mission when your helplessness on high. She would never run from strangers. She sang alone like a bell will toll, way above all the clang and the clatter, out of fear of her demon soul. This is my business, and none of what I hear is true. I am far from the mint condition. Circulation's hard on you. Hold tight, hang tough. Love's not enough to keep you off that stuff, to save you. Hold tight, hang tough. Love's not enough to keep you off that stuff, to save you now. Oh. He can always find the holes in the bottles, even with a blindfold on. Never kept his seat on the wagon, rolling off like a rolling stone. Blue chalk between his fingers, hustling a pool room song. He always kept a line for the singers, pointing his cue right from wrong. Hold tight, hang tough. Love's not enough to keep you off that stuff, to save you. Hold tight, hang tough. Love's not enough to keep you off that stuff, to save you now. Oh. So I wonder how she's doing. I hate it when the rumors fly. They give off such a strange sense of mission when your helplessness on high. But she would never run from strangers. She sang alone like a bell will toll, way above all the clang and the clatter, out of fear of her demon soul.
most of my career, I played in small ensembles, from brass quintets, chamber music groups, jazz ensembles. But for the past 10 years, I've been a member of the Minnesota Orchestra. Playing in a symphony is very different than playing in a jazz ensemble in terms of the kind of refinement that it requires and the nature of playing with 80 or 100 other people on stage. But I tend to approach all music the same way. The way I look at it, there are 12 different notes in Western music, and so we should learn to play them in as many different ways as possible. So I try to keep it simple, and that makes it a lot easier and more fun to play, too.
walking through the middle of town, and I said to myself, yeah, what's going on? People breaking the law just to make ends meet. People breaking their hearts just to stay off the street. And they're written on the wall for everyone to see was love is love. Right there on the street it said, love is love is love is love is love is love is love. Give it to me. Love is love is love is love is love is love is love. is the love is the love is the love is the love. Love is the 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 love. Oh, love, 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 love. Love is the love.
Thank you.
Doors down, rooms in the back. Gotta carry my money in a brown paper sack. Said it in the 50s and it's true today. Don't worry about nothing, cause nothing's okay. So many aces, so little time. Mama's in the corner, sure looking fine. Help her brother out with a knot on her wing. I got a paid man by the end of the way. Don't worry about nothing, cause nothing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about nothing, cause nothing's gonna be alright. Nothing's gonna be alright. Along the border with a high. Gotta bang 'em up and sell it for the man who won't buy. Ho, about to go downtown. Gotta lose a hand in the midnight round. Don't worry about nothing, cause nothing's gonna be alright. Don't worry about nothing, cause nothing's gonna be alright. Nothing's gonna be alright. Shot, it's all on the line. Going on in, gotta let it ride. Oh, don't want nothing, mama, we'll get through the night now. Cause nothing's gonna be alright. Cause nothing's gonna be alright. Cause nothing's gonna be alright.
This piece is for anybody out there that's ever had a mama. Not necessarily the woman that gave birth to you, but a wise soul that pulled you aside one day and imparted some kind of information or knowledge that stuck with you for years. Could be a sister, a friend, an auntie, an oma, nana. Well, aside from my own mama, mine was my great-granny. Great-granny would sit us young ones down by the riverside on Sundays, and she would hold women's camp. That's what she called it. Great-granny said everybody always running around looking for a revolution. Most people wouldn't know a revolution if it snuck up and bit them on the... Great-granny said the real revolution lies on the skins of women and their palms, their scalps, their thighs and backsides. She said most people call them stretch marks, but they be history lines tracing back to our very first ancestors. Great-granny told us stories about strong women that led underground railroads with babies on their backs. Women that were hoes and pushed aside, that stood in long lines demanding change. She told us stories about Nzingas and Ansadas, Winnies and Tubmans, Sojourners, Maybells and Estelles. Great-granny showed me her own lines once. For your eyes only, she said. And she lifted up her apron and dress, and with 2 fingers starting from the insides of her palms, leading to the tops of her shoulders, down and around her tummy, running up her thighs and down her backsides. History lines. Great-granny said the next time you see a woman, just watch the way she walks and talks, moves and cuts through space. It's 'cause she ain't running around looking for no revolution. She already living and breathing it. They don't call her no revolution. They don't call her no revolution, child. Granny say, they don't call her no revolution, child. She just is.
The guitar is kind of a tricky instrument. There's a lot that you can do with it that is hidden from the audience. So there's a lot of effects that we can do that most audience members have no idea how we're doing it. For instance, the introduction to Minnesota Winter. Most audiences come and say, well, who's playing? It sounds like everybody's playing. So it's kind of like a magic show. The technique where the notes are separated throughout the group is called a campanella, and we're basically playing a scale. But because there's 3 of us playing it, we can hold some notes, and it sounds like bells ringing through. I love that Minnesota Winter sounds like snow falling. sounds just like snow falling. If you could set music to that, that's what it is.
can't say I really enjoy the songwriting process. A lot of times I feel like my brain is running in circles, and it feels a little bit like I'm trying to like crack a safe and trying to figure out really what I'm trying to say in a song. I mean, songs are like 2.5, 3, maybe 4 minutes long, and that's such a tiny amount of time, and you have to be like so concise. You just have to be really thoughtful, and I always try to make sure that I'm wringing every single amount of meaning I can out of every single word, and sometimes that can be like a little tiring. I tend to write melody first, lyrics second, although I'll usually keep a bunch of lyrical ideas kind of in my head, like I want to write a song called Deathbed Salesman. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but it just seems like a fun idea for a song.
Well, I can tell you've got taste. You shouldn't have to settle. You deserve the best, so why not rest in style? What's that you say? You're feeling fine. Well, if you want my opinion in this line of work, it never hurts to plan. As this is how it has to end. So love somebody while you can. Ooh. Your friends are there already. You don't have to wait if you don't want to. And you won't need to pack. You've got a reservation. You don't need to wait if you don't want to. And this is how it has to end. So love somebody while you can. Ooh. So love somebody while you can. Ooh. This is how it has to end. So love somebody while you can. This is how it has to end. So love somebody while you can. This is how it has to end. Love somebody while you can. This is how it has to end. So love somebody while you can.
My little pride and joy drum beat. Interesting having me as a drummer because I'm not that good, and I've always had really good drummers to work with, and it's almost as though I'm playing in a band with an okay drummer. Dan the drummer is like the soulful part of the band, whereas Dan the piano player is like irritated, and Dan the piano player doesn't really make mistakes. But it's good to have Dan the drummer in the band because it keeps things kind of a little dumber and looser than they would have been.
When it pleases you.
Minnesota Original is made possible by the State Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund and the citizens of Minnesota.